Yes guys, so welcome to my YouTube video on my strategy, my business plans on how I am going to grow my wealth in Thailand. So if you'd seen my previous video, I've moved out to Thailand with absolutely zero income. So in this video, I'm going to explain the business I am starting, or the business strategy rather I am starting, to get me rich as fuck. So let's get through this slideshow and I will show you what I'm up to. So, personal branding. Let me just move this so you can see the Instagram logo. I'm doing personal branding. So effectively, what personal branding is, it is making yourself the business. It is making yourself the image and it's making yourself the brand. Instead of creating like a product and marketing that product and selling that product on, you market yourself through social media platforms such as YouTube and Instagram. I think those are the best two. You can obviously use other social media platforms as well, but I think those are the main two, and those are the two I'm going to be sticking to, especially with our generation. Everyone's on Instagram and YouTube. It's the big thing. Like, I don't know many people our age on Facebook, and it's people in the 18 to 25 year old range that I'm targeting, really. 18 to 30. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's mainly the younger guys that would probably be interested in the type of brand I'm creating. So effectively, what it is you marketing yourself on social media, documenting a journey from like a point A to a point B. So, for example, with me, I was living in the UK and I didn't like it there. And the brand is me moving out to Thailand, starting a business and documenting the journey all the way there. And people will watch along the way and gain an affiliation with you, seeing the progress you've made. And then they follow you because they like who you are as a person. And they're not just following like a business, or they're not just following like an offer. They're following you, they're following your journey. And I've got it written down here. A strong personal brand is arguably the most important asset any entrepreneur can have, especially now with social media blowing up. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, we're living in an attention economy. Like, 99% of people are just scrolling through Instagram and YouTube all day, just watching shorts and reels. And then you got like 1% of people creating personal brands, posting online, creating content, and they're capitalizing on all of this. They're capitalizing on you. Like, I'm going to be straightforward. It's capitalizing on you just watching all my stuff because you haven't started a brand yourself. So I recommend everyone start a brand. Maybe not everybody, because I obviously want people to watch me. But the plan is to start a personal brand, gain an audience, gain an affiliation, have all your followers seeing the progress you've made, and then they buy into that story. And every piece of content you put out there, it's like its own little digital asset. Once you've posted, say, 50 posts on Instagram, 50 reels, and you post another 100 YouTube videos, they're in the internet archives forever. They're like their own little digital asset. Like, people can go back and look at them. You'll get monetization from people watching your shit. Yeah, it's like its own little asset in its own way. Like, no one looks at it like that, but it really is. Go on to the next slide. The button just doesn't work, guys. Like, every time I press next slide, nothing happens. Next slide. There we go. So the brand is built by showing your own story in real time and becoming the main character in your own story. An audience is built solely through watching you evolve and grow, and you documenting that journey. Especially like where I am in Thailand. I've come out to Thailand because I think it's absolutely perfect for marketing purposes. You're out in Thailand, you've got like the perfect scenery, you've got the perfect views. Like, everybody is on Instagram scrolling through and they just see people with these insane backgrounds. Like, there's like a massive jungle in the background, or there's like a beach, and like it captures people's attention. And like I said, we're living in an attention economy. You've got to be able to capture people's attention fast. If you're living in the UK, if you're living in the US or any of these Western worlds, maybe like Australia, well, maybe not Australia. Australia's got some nice beaches and shit. I'm sure everywhere has nice places, but say if you're just living in a random place in the middle of the UK, which I was, you're not going to be able to have beautiful scenery in the background of your videos. So it's going to be harder to start these personal brands. I see so many guys and they're like, oh, I want to start a fitness brand, or I want to start a clothing brand. But that isn't what a personal brand is. The personal brand is you. So people buy into you as a creator, as the main character, and then you can pivot into any direction you want to go. Like, it doesn't have to be fitness or clothing. They buy into you and your interests and all the things you post about and all the reels you create and all the value you're providing, and then you can just go off in any direction you want to go off in. So for example, when you've got an audience bought into you, you can then build a fitness offer. You can then start a clothing brand. If you just start a fitness offer and you've got 0 followers, you've never posted from your journey from point A to point B, no one's going to give a fuck. Like, for example, I've got here, if you start an e-commerce course, nobody gives a fuck. How many people do you see that are just promoting courses? Oh, buy my course, buy my course, buy my course. No one cares. But if it was your mum or your dad and they were selling an e-commerce course and you saw them actually make thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, and you saw it in real time happening right in front of your eyes, you'd probably be more invested into buying that course. Okay, hopefully that your parents would give you a course for free, but you get my point. Say it's one of your friends. If you've got like a friend and he's doing e-commerce, or he's got an SMA agency, or he's doing whatever business he's doing, and you see him firsthand, him growing, you're more likely to buy that course from him. So that's effectively what personal branding is. You're putting yourself out there onto like this social credit card, which is Instagram. Social credit. That's how I look at like these social media platforms like this, like your social currencies, like your social credit. So you build up your business card, you build up your social credit card. People watch that from all over the world because the internet is for everybody to see. And then you can put out the courses, then the offers on whatever you want. You don't just plop the course out there and say £599 for this course and then just fucking market it like a retard. No, build a loyal fan base, build a loyal audience, and then you can pivot into whatever offers you want to portray to your audience, because they'll have an affinity with you. The only people that are going to really watch your content are people that are interested in the lifestyle you're living with the core values you have, because they're interested in the character that you are. Like, I doubt there's going to be any 65-year-old grandmothers watching my content. So they're never going to buy my courses. That's completely fine. It's an absolute cheat code, personal branding. Everyone in the online space needs to start one. I think that a lot of people, they're not doing personal branding out of fear because they've got to put their face on the internet. It is a bit of a double-edged sword, personal branding. I get that. Like, you do lose a bit of your privacy when you put your face out there, but the benefits you get are so astronomical and they far outweigh any negatives. And to be honest, nobody even gives a fuck if you start posting online. Do you really think that, like, your friend's nan is watching your video? She ain't. She don't care. No one cares. Like, even like the people that are closest to you, yeah, they'll log in and they'll follow your journey, but they ain't waking up every day thinking, oh, I need to log in and give a shit about what this person's doing. They don't care. You know, it just takes balls to put yourself out online, and just by posting Instagram stories with a bit of value, you're already beating 95% of the people in the online space, in the social media game. You're already like trampling over everybody because no one else is doing it. And it's like a gold mine. Everyone knows that everyone's addicted to their phones now. You probably go down the pub with your mates, you're having a few drinks, and everyone's just scrolling through Instagram. Like, what the fuck is this? I thought we were out having a drink. Now everyone's just on their phone scrolling. Like, even when you're out with your mates, everyone's just addicted to their phones and watching the content creators. So it's an absolute gold mine, and everybody should be doing it. that's the end of the slideshow, guys. Basically, that is the strategy. It's the best way to go about the social media game right now. You see all these people, these like guys with like the huge Instagram followings and the huge YouTube audiences. And that is a personal brand. Like, I remember when I was young, when I was about, I don't know, 10, 11 years old, I'd always be watching the Sidemen, like the YouTube videos back in the day. That's a form of personal branding. They're just branding themselves as entertainers, as the video game guys. Your Instagram is also a form of a personal brand. Even if you don't do anything on there, say you've got one photo of you down the park kicking a football around, that is your personal brand, whether you like it or not. Everybody actually has a personal brand. So you might as well capitalize on the opportunity we've been given with social media. And document yourself, be raw, be authentic, be real, be you. Don't try and like fake any personas. Don't try and be somebody you're not. Just be your complete authentic self. And people are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. Authenticity is beautiful like that. It gets rid of the people that want nothing to do with the character you are. And it brings in and attracts all the other people that are interested in what you're doing, that like the things you say, that want to live a life that you want to live. And it's absolutely the best way to go about the social media game, especially where I am in Thailand. It's a no-brainer for me. Like, this is what I want to do. It's an absolute fucking no-brainer to be starting a personal brand. There's no point being in a place like Thailand and not putting yourself out online, in my opinion. Like, you see a lot of guys out here and you meet them and maybe they're doing like 10, 15, 20, 25k a month in their certain industry, but then you go on their Instagram profile and there's nothing. You don't know what they do. Like, they live in a private life. And I mean, why would you be in a place like Koh Samui, Thailand, where I'm living, and not have a social media presence? To me, that's mind-blowing, because you can just capitalize on it so much. You're in the greatest place in the world to be doing this type of thing. This and like Dubai, there's other good places to be doing online marketing. But you mainly see a lot of these videos that you watch online, they're all from people in Thailand and Dubai. Pretty much, like 80% of them are in these countries. Maybe there's some in Colombia doing it. But if you're in these countries and you want to start a social media presence, it's actually pretty fucking simple to blow up, because you've got the resources in front of your face. You just walk outside and there's a fucking beautiful palm tree, get a picture next to that. It's 10 times better than just being in the concrete jungle of the UK. It looks 10 times more beautiful seeing a picture of a palm tree on Instagram than fucking grey concrete and miserable weather. So that's why I'd start a personal brand if I was you. And that's why this is the strategy I'm going down, considering the location I live in. Stay blessed, guys. That's the end of this video. They are pretty raw. I know that they're coming across as fast-paced, and maybe I go off in tangents a little bit, but that's just my talking style. I'm going to improve. I'm literally just talking to a fucking screen right now. Like, imagine how that feels. You're just talking to something and it doesn't respond back to you. It's fucked. But yeah, I'll get the hang of it and we'll be fucking cruising in no time. Stay blessed, guys.